And
Just
we,
there in the
and we
pictures
are.
like a psychopath.
Yeah, I put the two pictures of us sitting, and talking to each other. So yeah. Let me give me a second. Okay, it's on. No problem. Now let's just send people a small announcement. There we go. Oh no. Give me a second. Wrong one. Accidentally opened. Oh, he's there. Wrong one. Oops. Whoopsies. There we go. There we go. It's there. It's there. So, okay, so what I want to talk about is just the simple things, naturally about what's currently happening. I am doing some streams and so on, and people seems to enjoy them, but yeah, I feel like kinda, I don't know. It's just that sometimes it doesn't work that well as I planned, I tried my best to entertain people, but, it's just it. But yeah, I mean, it's naturally just things that I mostly do. I try to entertain people, but yeah, probably it will be best just to do streams and podcasts with some people to actually, talk with, because eventually I can run out of things to talk about, and that's just kinda sad, honestly, because, you put all of effort in making something, and just people say like, okay, this is boring, let's get out of here, but still, try your best, and maybe one day it will work, So anyway, what do you so far think of me, Bellboyo?
It's alright.
Alright, yeah. Do you think there's something that I could improve on? Maybe do something better next time?
Use text to speech.
Yeah, sure on. Why not?
Also, maybe have like a subscriber thing, like one of those like famous channels, like, oh boy, there's a name popped up that somebody subscribed, or
I know, but
like.
I don't want to
Also, you should make a fake giveaway so people connect to you.
Yeah, but the thing is that I don't want to force people to join in so much, because it's not a good thing, like force people to like me and like my channel. It's their own choice, and I give them their opinions on me, and I just see what people think of me. That's it, naturally. So yeah. Okay, just let me say a few things on the Pointless Discord, because people are wondering what's this podcast about. Okay, and so on, yeah, but naturally we are just, doing things that we like to do, stream games and entertain people. That's my thing that I like to do, and I hope I'm doing it right, because, yeah, there's just some things that never worked out, and, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, what do you think, by the way, I'm interested to ask you something. Why do you think? Why do you choose the profile in the first of all of the guy from the stadium? Is that supposed to reference that you like hopeful?
Well, originally as a joke, I just played on hopeful, and while my boy Yeehaw, shout out to Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Where is the picture?
Yeah. Give me a second. I will put it in the. I will show it to everyone. Just send it to me, and I will show it to everyone. Okay. I mean, yeah. As a starting joke, is an interesting way, to gain some interest. But yeah, I mean that's just about it mostly. I mean, I want to also ask you people that are currently just watching my little podcast, what do you think of me? I mean, do you think there is something that I could improve? If there is something that I could do better, For these occasions, for like streaming and so on, I bought also a microphone, but yeah, my way to talk with you is not the best, but I'm trying my hardest, man. I'm trying my best, as always. Yeah. But at least people like them. At least some people watch them, At least some of those people. I mean, it doesn't seem that much when there are like 2 or 3 or 8 people watching it. But when you imagine it, like if you imagine this little group in front of you, like 8 people, like then you actually realize it's kind of a lot. It's like, oh, that's a lot of people. That's actually quite a lot. But okay, then that's fine by me. But yeah. By the way, I also spotted that you actually colored your version of Bellboy that I made for the podcast. But still, I made this like a quick doodle. I was thinking of a thumbnail.
Yeah,
but
no, I'm actually deciding to, as I'm so bored, deciding to add color to it.
Yeah.
So it's a bit better.
Yes, that's nice, But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so now it's time to talk about Lisa the Pointy, as I like to call it.
Pointy.
What do you think so far, First of all, what do you think of my latest stream? Do you think we did a good job on it? I mean, there were a lot of people there, right?
Honestly, everyone just played already, they already
Yeah,
played.
I know, they played.
They weren't really interested, but
I guess they were just interested.
Right.
Yeah, I guess so. But I believe they were just interested to know what are my reactions, and like actually say some things about the game from point A to B, so But yeah, you get the point. It's just that I'm trying to, entertain people as always and try to put something unique into it. But it'll alright, as you said, it'll alright. So
It's alright.
yeah.
It's not great, which it's alright, but
It reminds me. It reminds me a lot of. It reminds me a lot. Wait. It reminds me a lot of Calvin's stream, but which I like better. But it's all right,
Speaking, also, not sure if everyone heard, but Linder answered some questions, and apparently he is gay.
I know. I saw it. But I mean, I don't judge people. I
probably unsubscribed from Linder.
I mean, I don't.
But also, I forgot who his boyfriend was.
Okay, but no, let's not say it like this. I don't honestly. It's just like I don't want to interrupt any people relationship with each other. It's just their thing, If they like each other, that's fine. I mean, honestly, I am not like, I would, go and it's their thing, I left them what they like, if they like each other, that's fine, I don't mind. It's okay to me, but, let's not talk about that much, it's just the things that happens to everyone. I mean, if someone likes something else, and I don't like that and that, it's pretty much okay to me. I mean, I don't care. I don't mind. It's still okay by me. It's still okay by the end. Okay, so then next thing that I want to say about what do you think, what should we expect in the second chapter of Pointless, Do you think like so far I saw some small.
Joel uses the bullet.
Yeah,
He has to go walking around.
Yeah, I know.
Trying not to get killed using bottles.
I know, but still, I saw some things like about like the what's soon happening. I spoke with Ed also.
Oh, what do we? Well, of course, Ed's already like.
Yeah, I know.
Thought about this new faction.
Yeah, but I also spoke with Ed, and he said like things like, okay, so far mostly what he worked with was the characters and so on, which is pretty much done by now. I mean, the main characters were already made, we already seen some leaks, about it, but yeah, I still try to keep it. He still tries to keep it secret, and I am glad that he respects that because it would pretty much ruin the experience. But I'm sure when it comes out, I will stream it, and that finally people would like. That will find them a reason why to watch my stream, right? I'm pretty sure of that. But, I don't want to sound like, oh boy, I'm going to get so much subscribers now. No, I'm not. I'm not like that. I mean, I appreciate the people that, watch my stream and so on, but yeah, I mean, I'm not forcing anyone. It's their opinions, So anyway, next thing that I want to say about this. What is pretty much I'm currently wondering about the game, Clueless, that I haven't actually fully finished yet. I kind of wondering,
It's basically pain mode.
I know.
Not.
I know, but what do you make of it? What do you think? Is it like a good game or a bad game? Naturally, like the gameplay is the same like every other Lisa game. But do you think the features, like the story is unique? I mean, I like the idea of seeing the world from the eyes of a mutant, which is interesting, and how everyone interacts with you, why to help them? They're just a fucking fish, man. But still, it just. Starting this like that is very interesting. I hope it will develop as it goes on. And so yeah, I mean, I like the idea. It's a good idea, and I just hope to see more of it soon. The demo was I never finished it with the demo, but I finished some of I've just watched the game naturally, the gameplay, and I've seen the ending, but I wasn't strong enough. There was nothing that were pushing me to go on forward, but I'm sure there will be more good things to experience as the game develops on its own. But yeah, the game also has a very nice soundtrack, which I like, made by J-Dubs, which he's a really talented guy, I must say. I mean, honestly, his fucking music is flawless. It's great, and he also makes some things about some music for our fan game, which I want to talk also about, Caldeful, which is our game that we work with Death Grapes, and yeah, we put a lot of effort into it. Have you heard?
The real thing is, anyone just needs to grab a copy of RPG Maker, just start working, just probably go grab the sprites and all.
Yeah, I know.
And just make a fan game.
Everyone these
Maybe make a game about Linder's Discord and how he deleted it. Why not do that? That's pretty interesting idea.
Why are you so back? Where did you go? Don't leave me.
I took out the headphones to be more.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Dramatic.
Okay, just pretty much. Yeah, I mean, in these days, anyone can make a fan game, and pretty much some of them are executed well, some
Except
of them.
Except Boy, who doesn't sadly have RPG Maker and actually wishes to grab a copy.
Well, you can always ask Death Grapes. He has a free copy. He can give you one.
Hey, Death Grapes, if you like it, give me a free copy.
Yeah, I can ask him if you want to.
That would be nice.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I will just ask him if he wants. Let me check. If he in the chat, you know. Yep.
So
Turbo T-Rex. Yeah, by the way, I saw a Turbo T-Rex join here. You know, hey, why don't you, on our streaming channel, Turbo T-Rex, why don't you join in and maybe have a talk with us, say some your things, your opinions, and because I've seen you've been watching most of my streams and you are always there and making me a fan art, so on, because, yeah, it's very kind. It's a nice thing, to actually see someone who I can entertain and make happy, It's good, yeah? It's good. But, yeah, I just hope Calvin soon will actually successfully finish his speed run, which he's trying to do. But, yeah, if he knows everything about a game, I'm sure it will be no problem to him. It's not like he died once before and he started the whole speed run from the beginning. But yeah, that's pretty much it about it. And if you want to maybe hear some things about our game that we work on with Death Graves, excuse you.
Only burp because he burped, alright?
Okay, sure, fine. I can burp. Hey, do you want me to hear me burp?
Chirp.
Sure. There we go. No problem with me. I can burp anytime I want. I can burp you an entire ABC if you want to.
Yeah, do it.
It's Satan himself. Winnie the Pooh hailing Satan.
I cannot breathe. Hey, I took it too far, sorry. I'm dying. Dingo fucking dies.
Plus inhaled.
Dingo fucking dies.
Okay, this is a burping simulator.
Communication 2017. It's just burping.
Hi there, would you like to sign my petition?
No, this is not poster. Yeah, you cannot do that.
Listen, faggot. Listen, asshole. If you're not gonna send this petition, it'll be your dog.
Turbo T-Rex fucking vomits. Sorry, but that's what I hear.
Wait, I just thought we're doing the sober sound, basically.
Guys, we are not drunk. Guys, we are not drunk, we are just high.
Wait, let me do that again.
It's more like woo! Like this, Woo!
I'm doing Hawk Hollywood, alright?
I know.
So here's something that maybe everyone will ask.
Yeah?
The origin of your character, basically.
Yep.
Shit.
Well, go on, proceed.
That was the question.
Oh, well, I mean, what people
Like the character.
What did people think of him,
Like what's the origin? Is it like an OC?
I think he was like a Hollywood celebrity, and he really liked America and it was like it's just like I think he's just like a Lisa version of Metatone, to me at least.
Alright, we went way off the track.
Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Sorry.
That was confusing as hell.
But I mean, what do you think? The Hollywood? What do you think he reminds you of mostly? Because that's only the thing I can think of.
Okay, there. Fix my mic.
There we go.
Hey.
You can always go in the settings and increase it. Oh, thank you. You increased you improved the thumbnail for me. Okay, sure. You want me to put it in and replace it? Sure, no problem, boy.
Jeez, my stomach hurts after inhaling the air. I'm trying to make a large burp.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's fucking big smoke.
This is a boat. You forgot to color in the tail, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
That
the tip
doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
You fool.
Just a small
Split
detail.
Fragile Ego starts playing.
Okay. Anyway, I was actually
Gone wrong.
Yeah, maybe this is
So
not.
what was the topic before?
What between topic? You mean like which we were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were mostly talking about, Lisa the Clueless, but we went out of the topic suddenly.
Oh, yeah,
But I
I
want
haven't
to,
played it.
yeah, what I want to talk about is I'm curious to know, like, there's this one game upcoming that is made by Slangshot. Maybe you heard of him, and he is working on a game called Split, and I'm
Never heard of it.
yeah, but I watched his progress for a very long time. Seems to be very, in a long time. Seems to be like he, wasn't very much making. He promised soon he will make soon he will make a footage of, of the gameplay and so on. But
Yeah.
honestly, I have no clue what it's going to be about. I only know a little bit about the story, and it's the one thing it's set in North Korea, and it's mostly based about, it's a similar promise like Lisa, but it's more neon and it's more radical. I really like the art style, because from the demo that we saw, it was very very bad. Not only that, but the demo causes some physical damage to a computer you played on that. Actually, yeah. What happened? If you play the game, your computer would start overheating and fucking destroys itself before you could even finish the game.
Man, that sure sounds something that happened to Gale.
Yeah. Okay. There was only there were only few footages recorded, and I believe they were worth the sacrifice. Yeah,
I mean, does like the game at least look good?
yeah.
No, in reality, you're actually connecting to North Korea.
You look best like the complete.
But yeah, he entirely remade the game, and he remade the design even. He remade the characters and everything, and now it looks much more interesting. Let me just give me a second. I will go on his Discord and maybe check some art he made of. There are some characters that he designed, and just give me a second. Split General. There is some new screenshots that he made. Just give me a second. I will just download this one. There we go. Nice. I will put it in on the Discord. Yeah, this is kind of how it looks like. If you can check the picture, this is how it looks like. It's really interesting style. I mean, it's more Rebound-ish, I would call it, but yeah, this is how the game kind of looks, and it's set. Yeah, the story is like this. You play as Sunny and the guy. It's just a
Sunny.
Yeah, you play as a guy named Sunny and his brother Murphy, and in the first beginning, I believe you play them as they were kids, and in the second part, you played after they are adult, and they are brothers, and they are the, let's say, like the upcoming people, how do you say it? They are soon. There's something related with president and so on, and one of them has to become a president or something. I mean, that's at least what I captured from the demo. Murphy, the guy with the yellow hair, that one. Yeah, the guy, the younger, I need a good picture of Murphy. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Murphy, give me a second. Yep, there is it. It's a nice picture. This is how Murphy looks when he is slightly older. This is how he looks like. It's tiny. Yeah, it's a quite bad quality because it's just pixelated. This is his brother, and he's supposed to become a president or something. But honestly, I have no clue what's the game going to be about. I have no clue about the story. Only I know that it just looks very interesting, and I just hope to see more of it because, I mean, it's something unique. It's something different, even though it has the slight copy paste of the slight aspect of Lisa and so on. The sprites and everything looks different, and even the battle background is animated, which is great as well.
Ooh.
Which is something it's just something really interesting. And the enemies that Slingshot made. There's a small thing that every single enemy looks like he has very deformed noses. Every single one has like big schlong, One is purple, one is red, one is blue, one is green, Who cares? But the point is that the art design and the characters look all unique, and also in this game you don't only walk left or right or up and down. You can also go, sideways, and in the both direction. It's not only four direction you can go. You can
go between the foreground and
the
background.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can go.
Okay.
You can go sideways, and you can. The controls in this game are just really interesting and polished. And I also recommend that Slingshot that he should, use a different software for doing the sprite work, because he's using a game maker, and I believe it's just harder to make the sprites in it because I use Piskel. It's much easier for doing a sprite work, and I use it almost every time because I love to do a sprite work. But there's one thing I made for him. I made him a little thing that he will probably use in his intro or trailer or whatever. It's still deciding where it's going to be. But the thing is that it will be eventually somewhere, I don't know where he's going to put it. Just give me a second.
Show that shit.
I was like, yeah, sure, I will just give me a second. There you go, I got it. That's it. Just give me a second. I need to download it once again. It's a very simple thing I made. There we go. I'm going to put it in. But I need to give me a second. I need to close this one to actually see it properly. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. Now take a look. Split. Slash.
Yes.
It splits it in half, and like everything glitches out, and the TV turns off. Yeah, that's
pretty cool.
I made that for him and really like it. I mean, first of all, I made similar thing for our fan game, which was colorful, I was like, man, that's really cool. I like that. That's very interesting. I was like, hey, do you want to oops, wrong pick. Do you want me to make you something similar? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? If you want to, I'm not forcing you. I was like, okay, why not? I will surely make it for no apparent reason. But he really liked it. He pinned it on his channel, and yep, I made him. I believe I made him happy because most of the time he's very depressed for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe he's just having bad day naturally, but who knows? I believe he's doing fine, and he's still developing the game. And he always shows lately something new interesting about it. And I hope so when the game is out, so I could stream it, and maybe show something fresh. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I believe it's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
From the demo that causes physical damage.
I don't know how you can make a game fuck up so bad that it damages your computer.
I think there was some like a overload of sprites, or I believe you can download scripts for a game, and I believe some scripts can loop and create something like this overheating chain, and just make the computer like repeats these functions and make it work faster and faster until it
like never breaks the loop.
Yeah, exactly. Some scripts that cannot just fully work perfectly, but I never heard of one that could actually broke your computer. I mean,
Weird, mate.
I never heard if it breaks someone's computer. It's just the thing that it's that could happen to it, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. He deleted this version of the game and he's working on a brand new, which is much better, I believe. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is just naturally me. Okay, guys. Now one thing I want to ask everyone here, everyone that's currently still watching this little podcast. What do you honestly think of me? Like, I want to know your opinions, guys, because I try to, do my best, and I don't want to waste time doing mistakes, And if there's something I'm doing bad in these streams or something, please tell me. I need to know. I need to know what I'm doing bad so I could improve and polish my quality. Yeah. I eventually have some small problems with like mic and so on, but that can be easily fixed, like balancing the audio and so on. Yeah. Many people have problems with these days, mostly fucking kids. You can see every time one new kid on his YouTube channel doing like playing Roadblocks or anything, but man, why do they have to be so young? I fucking can't wait to next time to see a fucking fetus playing a game, and in the next stream with fucking embryo. Just like, hey, fetus gaming, I'm an actual fetus, I'm currently streaming this from my mother's womb. Yeah, there are cables sticking out of her snatch. No, it's fine. Fuck yeah, I mean, like what the hell, man, honestly now. I mean, these days even kids do these things like, like honestly just do like, do you want to join my free gift card giveaway? Subscribe to my channel, turn the notification on, and comment down below.
I just like an oversaturated mic or something.
Yeah, I know. Mostly one guy that goes by the name of Durf. I heard
everyone knows him, right? Everyone knows him. Pyrocynical did it.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is that he got his channel suspended. I'm honestly.
No, he's already back.
Oh fuck! Really?
Yeah, he's already back. He took his brother's account.
Oh fuck! Oh my god! And he does the same thing.
My free gift card giveaway.
It's fucking
He
horrible.
actually got suspended for the gift cards.
I know, because I mean, the thing about it's that he, in order to give the gift cards, he needs to like he always said, comment down below who wants it, and I will give it to him. But what he did, he blocked all the comments, so he couldn't, get the fucking,
And also, like he deletes the negative comments.
Yeah, I know. He only deletes the negative comments and leaves the things like, I subscribe! Good video!
My gift card.
You know what's really interesting? Do you see this fucking kids channel every time? Some of these, like, not the weird ones, but the normal ones. I'm talking about the normal ones that are actually good, Do you see the fucking comments below? It's just like the babies just slam the keyboard. It's like, it's not even readable. Sometimes it's fucking Korean, sometimes it's Arabic, and sometimes who knows.
I mean, they have like millions and millions of views for something.
I guess they really got internet.
Yeah, YouTube 2017. We got more cancer than you even thought of.
So,
I know.
Also, how to tell somebody has basically the Snapchat effect.
Yeah, I know, like...
Don't have a phone. That's it. Just don't have a phone.
I mean, honestly, what's really bad so far, I fucking hate videos that include, like, Snapchats, emojis, and fucking everything this, you know? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, we speak about the legend, what is his name? The 22-year-old kid.
Hmm?
What, Jake
22-year-old kid, I forget his name.
Uh,
The idiot.
What,
that-
Jake Paul?
Yeah, there we go.
Who?
Fucking living mistake. I don't know why they haven't like arrested him yet for like all of the fucking crimes he committed. Like your home invasion. Also, he
Yeah?
like showed the address of a YouTuber without his
Permission, yeah, no. Similar thing it does,
shit like that.
you know, similar thing does actually like another YouTuber, or not YouTuber, you know, I don't even want to call him like that. Jake Paul, you know, he does this all the time. He just, you
England is not our city.
know, England is our city, fucking. There was a remix by a Big Smoke, and Big Smoke said in that video, "Chicken is my city."
England is my city.
It's fucking bad.
Also, apparently that guy tried to like sexually assault someone.
Give me a second. Hey, could you put this song to the jukebox? Give me a second. I need to find it. It's
If you play It's Everyday Bro, I'm gonna punch you.
no, it's the Big Smoke edition. It's much better.
Oh.
And to think about it, the lyrics are actually fucking good. Just give me a
I
second.
found also like a
Yeah, play it. Yes.
no.
Yeah, listen, it's good. Trust me.
What have you done?
Guess we better do this shit. It's every day, bro, with a big smoke flow. 8 2 9 and 6
No.
before pass all of competition, man. Oh, you know man, I must hate all these nuts. Got to red new road.
Busting all these nuts. Great lyrics.
You know, listen.
Roll, street bitch, who the fuck are flipping you? And you know that. If they don't follow the train. Yeah, I'm talking about you begging for rap and talking shit on Twitter too. You still hit my phone last night. It was born 52 and I got the actual two.
Wait, I've got something better.
Don't make me tell the
Fucking great music.
some new bitch and it's selling like a oh god.
Oh, wait.
We eat them like it's cheese.
Oh, whoops.
We shoot them on the block. Look at my fucking car. Somebody play the song. The house you pick is wrong. I guess I'm really fine. Big Smoke is number 9 every day. Bro, it's every day.
It's better. Now it comes to big drop.
Every day. You know it's Big Smoke and my dip stand popping. Yes, I can't rap. And you know I'm not. I'm in loud. Chicken is my thing.
Chicken is my city.
Devil chicken with the shitty. I'll pass it too low, cause you know he is shitty.
It's fucking flawless.
Come on, man. I'm hot.
And that's it. That's pretty much it. But you get it. It's fucking flawless. The lyrics are much better than the original. Chicken is my city.
Oh, I don't want to hear this song ever again.
Yeah, it's really bad. But the remixes are good, and the YTPs as well. You know, just fucking
Turns
parents.
on traps are gay by
I like
Titoki.
the Google translated version. This one's alright. I don't know if you heard it,
It's awful.
Yeah, I know.
and you're right all the time.
Yeah, mostly these days, fucking every single video has to have e-rape.
Ear rape is comedy, right? Loud is funny.
Yeah, I mean it's already overused so much, and hey, if it's used well, it can be funny, but most of the
If you
time,
don't, like put it every second or something.
but yeah, most of the time it's just like ear rape, just you know, fucking dead headphone users.
So yesterday I went on YouTube and went to check out one of those shitty Dink meme compilations. And guess what I found?
Hey, just to mention, you kind of sound like Leafy.
Yes, I am fucking Leafy. Shut the fuck up.
You could do some good commentary.
Literally.
Hey, say,
Literally.
wait, say, holy shit, it's Leafy, please do it for us. Do it.
Holy shit, it's Leafy!
It's so accurate!
Stop.
Okay, so.
So yesterday I went on to one of those dank meme compilations, and guess what I found?
No, I have no fucking clue.
A fucking under Lisa Fishman meme.
Oh my fucking
All
god.
hail the Fishman meme.
Oh my god, really?
Yes, I actually legitimately found one.
That's good.
It's the kid dancing to All Hail the Fishman.
Oh.
Singing All Hail the Fishman?
No, it's just playing in the background.
Oh. What? It sounds terrible.
Yeah, at least I just hope it's not. I hope it's not just going to fucking get overused, like you know, like other things. Like I don't know, what should I compare it to? You know, in the craze of Undertale, there were a lot of memes of fucking Undertale 2 and fucking garbage.
I don't think I'm ever gonna finish Under. Like I stopped at like Undying, and then like no more. I still have it on my computer.
But everyone, we have to admit, Lisa will never beat. I mean, Undertale will never beat Lisa because Lisa is the real fucking good game.
Unless
And it's older.
tries to
It's
ruin it.
older actually. If you
Yeah,
you know.
it's 1 year older.
I mean, yeah, but you know, Lisa is the adult Undertale.
I mean, like Lisa doesn't hold your hand.
I mean, yeah.
Your actions have consequences.
I know,
Like,
and in
like, there's
and
two endings
in
are
that
good.
game, you have to be fucking man and actually you know do stuff for once. And you know what's the thing I fucking hate most about you know what happened to Lisa? Not like things I don't like about Lisa. There's just things that bad happened to it. You know.
Yeah.
Fucking MacPad streaming the game, you know. I thought, honestly, he would give this game some honesty and he would be actually like actual fucking man and say things like this game is fucking hard or something. Or no, he always has to be fucking family friendly so his fucking babies can watch this stream.
Oh, yeah, or you could have just read up about the game before playing it instead of like trying to spare the.
Yeah, actually, I mean, he fucking makes theories. He fucking does these things all the time. Why couldn't he fucking actually, you know,
Like,
take a look at the game, maybe see some gameplay of it, you know, like some like what should he expect, and not like his fucking girlfriend saying, "Don't kill the dog, spare him,
Don't kill it!
spare the dog, spare cheese legs."
And it also like every time there's like a lot of swearing in Lisa and blood and shit. Like,
And yeah, he just ignores it.
They try to censor it for some reason.
No, he just ignores it. He just ignores it. That's all he
I mean,
does.
sometimes he just says like "frick" instead of.
Yeah, instead of it.
Also, like he makes jokes about like Brad and all that stuff in like the super.
And the thumbnail, and the fucking thumbnail.
Yeah.
The thumbnail is screaming ad, and he's handless, so it means he actually fucking seen something like you can, you know, fucking lost hands and so, and it's like he already spoiled him for himself.
I mean, just why would you put things on Brad's face? What's wrong with Brad's face? Why make it?
Can you imagine if there was a person who never played Lisa before, and this is the first video they ever saw, and you know, by that they decided, oh, that's how the game is, so I'm not fucking going to play.
That's probably the case for a lot of the kids that watch this stream.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but so on. You know what's the punishment? I actually went to his stream he uploaded, and I fucking commented, "MatPat, you fucking cunt, for your fucking consequences, what you did to the Lisa and the fandom. We added you as a punishment in our fan game, and you will be enemies, so everyone can kick your butt." I'm not joking, and I sent a link to a screenshot.
What?
No, well,
Screenshot to what?
To a MatPat battle. Yeah, he's an enemy in Caldeful. That's not.
Oh yeah.
That's not a joke.
I
He's really there. And the thing.
Isn't he like a Jesse Mack reskin?
No. He's actually like a honest OC. Let me give. You know what? Let's put this right in. I have the screenshot. Why not actually put it in? You know. Why not just show everyone what I mean? You know that we are not. Let's just show it that we are not fucking around. Actually, you know. Give me a second.
Oh, he's that brave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See? This is how he looks. This is the battle pose. This is the battle pose I made. I made the sprites.
Dingo's pure.
And you know what's better? We even made his like a fucking corpse. I made his fucking corpse so fucked up. That is how he looks like. He's still smiling and like it's all fine. He's not dead, but he's dead inside.
He's so smug. Oh yeah. Oh.
Fucking just
like the bone protruding.
Yeah, I know. His bone like fucking got through his skin and like. This is how much. This is just how much showing how much we hate you for the stream. You know, dude. This is what you deserve, MadPat. This is what you deserve, honestly. If you would be honest about the game and see some actual nice fucking things about it, you know, then people would accept you. This is why Ed was there for like a 1 minute and left you.
Yo, shit, there's Buffalo Van Dyke.
Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, thanks, the grapes. This is the screenshot of the battle. This is, by the way, the screenshot of the battle. I just hope soon. Look at it, it's fucking glorious. Take a look at this. Now that looks
Buffalo looks buffed.
Yeah, I know. Buffalo has remade sprites for this game. This game is, by the way, a prequel to Lisa. We still not include like things like Buddy, Brad.
Like MadPat is canon or something.
Yeah, it's canon. It's an Easter egg. it's just an Easter egg battle, you know. But
okay.
He levitates there. And by the way, if you're wondering what he's holding, it's a secret weapon that never one hold before. It's called faggot spinner. It's like a fidget spinner, but for faggots. Like, you know, he is. Okay, but now honestly, I don't think MadPat is a bad person or anything. I don't say that about him. I just, I'm saying my opinions, what he said about the game and how he played. If he was actually solidly honest and said things like, this game is, hard, and he actually read what the game said and not be all family friendly, it would be fine, I would say like things,
But
things like that.
Even then, his theories aren't really well researched.
Yeah, I know.
Like, the worst one that I saw is
He only makes fun
what is
of
it called
the
for honor
theories.
one.
I know, but
like who would win? And then he said a bunch of shit that made no sense.
yeah, and there was
Okay,
already
yeah,
there was already like cutouts made by Cat Goes Purple. He actually made like a small fontage of like everything that happened in the stream, like everything stupid he did, like
Well,
Sounds useless.
yeah. But yeah, this game will contain MadPat battle. I just hope Dev Graves, I'm talking to you now, if you are healing me.
Yeah.
I just hope that soon you will do the actual footage of it, because I'm curious how you will do it, of course. And I believe, it's going to be fucking beautiful. In case, I will of course do more sprite work and so on, that's that usual stuff. Currently I'm working on doing some pre-flash sprite work in the, before the flash happens. I'm trying to create this like area where it includes like, it's like there are like two kind of people in in one city, and they are deleted by some accessible passages. It's like, for example, if I would assume this to like black people and white people, but it's not really like that, it's just because the people are just not in the community that other are, and yeah, and I kinda decided that it will be interesting because there are a group of people in the game, that are called sharks, and they're like people that are fucking ugly and humongous naturally, and their appearance are morphed that they look like kind of like sharks. Some of them like haircut of the fucking deep sea fishes, like the one with the head bulbs, that have like. They're really interesting, so yeah, and I also came with the story of the game. I polished it, and the interesting thing about Colorful is that it started as a joke, but once I put my hand into it, I made it like a fucking solid game, and I create this amazing story to it, and we reworked everything, and so far the game looks fucking beautiful. I mean
What kind of name is Doksu-san?
What?
What kind of name is Doksu-san? Or like the character next to Buffalo?
Okay, it's a fucking weeble.
Okay. That's what I thought.
I mean, yeah. Doksu is pretty much like Def Chris told me like Doksu was like he was like a character in a fighting game, you know, Nugen, and he was like introduced in this game, and his fighting style is very interesting. He's a pervert, and he uses his special kind of pornography and showing it to enemy to fucking make them dealing massive debuffs and, you know, tear their eyes out, you know. It's a very interesting feature, and the way he attacks, he needs to recover TP for each attack. So he's like a birdie, you know. Every time he needs to attack, he needs to take a drink, you know, to raise his TP, and yeah, that's.
You mean SP?
Oh, or SP. I don't remember what kind of special uses. I don't remember now, but. You get the point. He uses to recover it, and he has some very interesting moves like show different kinds of pornography that would make enemies fucking tear their eyes out.
But he's like Garth basically. Similar to Garth. Like ATP based Garth.
Yeah. Just to mention, yeah, I saw the screenshot how you're working on the first area. I was thinking the Guardian would be in the caves, and he would be, you know, protecting the jack that you need to use on saving Buffalo, you know.
Yeah.
And in order to get it, you just need to take the long routing around. And first of all, there will be the second out-trance that you will take, but you cannot passage it on the start. Only way to get, actually the passages is you need to first get from that exit, so you could unlock a passage to go, like a shortcut, you know? It's like a shortcut, it's just like that, you know, but honestly, the game looks fucking beautiful, and I like that Dev Graves is so talented in, you know, actually like, how do you say it, assemble it very well. I mean, of course, I need to guide him from time to time, but he eventually gets the job done, and he really does it well. Only thing that that is kinda...
Diego made a new thumbnail.
Really? You made a new...
Well, it's for the background.
Oh, take me a look. That's fucking weird. We're just there in the corner. Okay, fine. Let's replace it then, why not? It's nice, you know.
Hey, at least we'll get a crack a joke.
Yeah, why not? Why? Because why, you know what they say. Don't ask why. Ask why not, you know? So we're going to put it in. There we go. Oh, it's kind of...
What is this supposed to be? Where's there like...
It's kind of really big. The resolutions are... quite...
Well, at least it's a real high quality, that's for sure.
I cannot fully fit it in there. I need to kinda squeeze it. Give me a second. I maybe can do some modifications to it.
Everywhere you look, there's something.
Oh, can I do something about it? You know what, I'm not going to figure that out one now, I'm just going to put it like this. Fucking Tibidob's running there. Okay. But that's okay now. But anyway, Colorful so far looks like a very good game. Oh yeah, of course, we need to put this. As a gag, we made an emoji of sexy Cold. Because before he went to the army in the story, you know, he had a long hair. I was like, oops, smoochies, so you know, okay, but that's just for the gag, you know. That was just for the emojis and so on, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I made most of the sprite work, and I so far only made ever in any Lisa game, or in any Lisa art style, I only made one droid creature, which was like just a guy chilling next to a rock. I put actually a lot of effort modeling it, but give me a second. I need to show it. Yeah, of course, I will show it. No problem.
In Discord chat too. That's more practical.
Yeah, of course. I will put it into the Discord chat. Why not? Why not? You can everyone check it on your own. But I will show it to the audience as well. Give me a second. I just need to find the screenshot I took. Where is it? It's somewhere here. I think I need to take. Give me a second. I will take a new screenshot anyway. I just have to load the file. Where is it? He's there. He has. There we go. No. There are the NPCs. I got it. Nice. There we go. I found him. And just give me a second. I need to actually took the screenshot. There we go. This is the first ever droid creature I made, and I put a lot of effort in actually shading it and modifying the fucking disturbing sound. Oh yeah, and the first colorful droid mutant Death Grapes design. Actually, I'm going to put the screen. Give me the. He made a sketch like. I will show it to people. Give me
spikes.
He has some nasty spikes on its head. I will maybe draw it later in the game, but I will of course redesign it. Yeah, this is how it looks. It's fucking disturbing. And I believe there are just spikes sticking out of his body. And that's it, pretty much. Give me a second. I will now show the thingy tangy I wanted. It's here. Take a look, everyone. This is how it looks like. This is the first ever droid mutant I created. It's very simple. You get it. You get the premise. There's a just guy smiling, chilling next to a cliff, and suddenly, whoa, his neck expanded.
Expand trap.
Yeah. But the thing is about this character, he's like a really nice guy, and you will meet him at the on the middle of the collapsed bridge when you are trying to climb it. There are three parts of the broken bridge. In the first area, there is on the left side where you came from, the middle, and the right part. The middle part is where you will find him. He will on the way to the up. He will just be sitting on one of the platforms and just watching in the sunset, just chilling. And he will tell you that I shouldn't go any up higher because there is a guy up there currently, trying to chill also, but he doesn't like to be interrupted. And he wanted, that he met him, and he told him that if he will give you this nice blue candy, if he's going to leave him alone. And he's like, okay, sure, I will leave you alone then. That's fine by me.
Blue candy.
But the candy doesn't. It was like he told me the candy will make me feel nice, and it was like, but I don't feel any difference. I'm happy already, So he was like, I think it worked, But by the later on, as you save Buffalo, you can check him once more, and you will see he fucking turned.
Yeah.
But there is also one character that I really liked, and it will be the Tibby Dobbs of this game, Just give me a second. I need to find him. Yeah, it's down here. And his name is, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to... I can't find it. Yeah, there we go. It's... give me a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super bald guy.
Yeah, his name is Captain Fatass, and I was inspired by, give me a second, I will remove this thumbnail, this thing.
Dingo, TV Dobbs wasn't supposed to be a...
His name is Captain Fatass, and he's the member of the first franchise. He's kinda derpy, but he's just there.
4 originals against the world.
Yeah. I was kinda, Yeah, Captain Under. I was inspired by Captain Underpants making it, and the reason is just because he's fucking derpy, and I think it would fit the spirit in this game. So I recreate this character based on him. But anyway, that's pretty much it. And the fight is kind of derpy. It's kind of similar to the he's like a trap encounter. He will be waiting on a cliff, and if you can dodge his hit, he will just fell on the floor, and you can fight him, make the fight more easier. But I believe you can also counter him later on, like I'm back, bitch. I will fight you one more time, or something. Also, what this game? Yeah. Oh yeah, this is also the Crowman I include. He's naturally you can save at him anytime, Just give me a second. Dev grades, I will show this one as well. He's a fucking really cool character. I designed him based on Ed's art style, I will believe. Take a look. This is how he looks. It's the Crowman. I call him he's shit over his fucking head and over his fucking whole body, but he has a pilot equipment. You can see the cap, and he has a crow on his arm, and he will give you a checkpoint. He will just you can save at him anytime, and he also sells baby crows. Which you can get because you can see by the expression he just really wants to get rid of them. They are really annoying him. You forgot someone important. Yeah, the mimic. Yeah, we include this interesting character. Oh yeah, please, Death Grace, could you show me? No, it's okay. I have a screenshot. Give me a second. I have a screenshot of him.
Show it.
Sure. There's this character called. What was his name again? I fucking forgot. Death Graves, remind me, please. Nicholas Raised. And yeah, this is how he looks like. He's just this guy that will sit next to a cliff, meditating and all. And the way he joins your party is just really silly. He's one of the 3 party members that will join you, on your way. And the way he joins you, he's just wait, give me a second. I need to show the full encounter frames. There we go. Where are they? Oh, this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is exactly he's just there sitting there he then suddenly notices something, turns around and do this oh my god, no, and we just do some of the sound effects the woo, and he suddenly joined. Yeah, and he suddenly Niklas forced himself to your party? Question mark, and the way he fight is very interesting. He uses a hand moves, which includes, let's say, thumbs up. And what he does, he mostly delivers.
Oh yeah, that I've seen that.
Yeah, you see the footage, right? It's on the. It's there. You can check Death Grapes if he on the voice chat here can. If you everyone wonder, it's the thing that he does hand moves. His works similarly like Birdie 2. What he does, he meditates, which recovers his SP. He can do a move like thumbs up, which will recover your one ally, HP, and he can do a double thumbs up to recover all party members' HP, which is similar to Lang's from Hopeful, but he mostly delivers a good buffs, and he can also attack, and his attack move is a middle finger beam, which is like a normal finger beam, but it's just a beam of pure hate, naturally. And I really like that idea.
Sound effect starts playing when he flips off.
No, it's just middle finger. He just points a middle finger at them, and it fires. The same move also has Doksu, but there is the sound effect of saying him "fuck you," It's slightly heard on there, but he can do moves like thumbs up, thumbs down, show a middle finger, wave. He can wave at the enemy to make them feel weird, but it will also taunt him. Hands up, which will make him say things like don't hurt me, and will hide. Point at enemy, which will make the enemy targeted, which is a new debuff. There's a new debuff we include.
Is it like the same as in Pointless, like bullied?
What?
You know when like the enemies bully you in the Pointless.
I don't know.
They, like focus on you.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like that. But there's a debuff called Marked, which was inspired by Darkest Dungeon, if you know. Marked, what it does, it makes enemy for one hit. It makes him marked, which means the user, which will he then get attack. The attack will be 100% critical, or not entirely. It will be high chance of getting a critical hit on him, and it will hurt extra damage. You know, so marketing someone can improve the damage of some attackers. You know, and there is also like a buff which he can do like point at the sky, which means he will raise attention of the situation and make everyone more speedy and aware, of dodging hits and so on. And there's also a thing like back off, like he pushes enemy away. He can do also a cheer, like support enemy, which increase the attack. And there is like even a move like like a phantomic wall or phantomic barrier, which will just pretend there is a wall in front of you, and he does this like a mimic move, there is a wall in front of me, you cannot see it, but I can feel it,
And does he get like iron body?
Yeah, it increases the defense, so he's a really good support ally, which is good. And what's the best character in the game so far? Dev Grapes, would you like to announce him? You know whom I mean. Moon Dude, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy's fucking cool. I designed him as well. Give me a. Yeah, There is a part where actually he was, he actually called and Moon Dude, as he likes to be called, or Mike, Mike, as his real name, like to be called, they know each other. They weren't much of friends, but they know each other, so they are familiars. You're like, oh hi, And the thing about Moon Dude, he was based about Moon Man, so which means he is racist, and his attacks are based what I call a gunbows, which is like a rainbow of pure pain, And what he does, he likes to shoot with his machine guns he has, and there is a high chance his attack miss. But the thing about it is that he attacks so much it won't you don't even mind. All his attacks are based on spraying bullets, doing gun bows, being also really cool in battle, which is pretty much it. And there's also another character we include in. His name is Poncho, and he's currently still in development, but he's very interesting. But give me a second, guys. I have currently to go somewhere, so you can keep on continue this stream. I will be right back in like 10 minutes. Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Just give me a second. I will be gone for now, and you can guys talk about whatever you wish to. It's not only me that I'm in this little podcast. You can also polish it and improve it if you want to. So I will be right back. So see ya later.
All right.
Yeah, see ya. I will be back in like 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Dave Grapes. How's the real Pointless going?
The real Pointless?
Fine.
Yeah.
Really fine.
Okay, are you talking to me?
Did you finish shooting like the final boss?
Do not leak the final news. It's a secret. I was still putting the who. It's still unfinished.
Okay.
Also, like I saw like a screenshot. There, Alex's rename Joseph.
Hmm?
Like on the on the screenshots, I saw that Alex was renamed Joseph character.
Te- te- Texted blocks. I didn't understood.
Wait. Okay, I gotta go.
Alright.
There's I. See ya.
back. Ugh.
Right.
Sorry, I was kinda over. I was kinda rushing, but try to get get back soon as possible. I hope I haven't lost anything. So what happened in the meantime in the background while I was gone?
Turbo.
What? Nothing much?
Turbo has to.
Oh, okay. I believe. Anyway, Turbo T-Rex left, as I assume.
Yep.
Yep. And well, we can ask him back if he wants to join. I see he's busy currently, so let's not interrupt him. But anyway, so yeah, the next thing I wanted to talk about is something interesting. In fact, let's continue with the topic of, you know, the casual of our game we are currently working on. There are three main things. Three main, how do I describe it? Features that the game will have. Well, the third one is obviously the as every single fan game has, is the story, which is, the unique thing about it. But also it will contain something much newer that was never ever in any single fan game, which will be the new kind of drug we with Deadgraves thought out, right? And it goes by the name of Red. What is Red?
Oh, yeah.
Red is a special kind of drug that works similarly like Joy, but it's like a bootleg Joy, I would call it, It's the best way I can describe it. It works similarly, but it's more, it's more like, it's hard to describe, actually, kinda. It's more like flesh related, not many much like a mutation, stretching. It's, I would call, evolution, And the thing about Red is that in the game, there's naturally not any much of, of the drug you can take in this game. They are eventually rare to find in the game, and they only purpose in the game are mostly in cutscenes, and you cannot take them, you cannot use them naturally. They are like a K items, right? You cannot use them naturally every time you want. They are like K items, and you have to use them at special events. But the thing about Red is that, yeah, it works similar like Joy, but only few samples were made, and only few people got to taste it, got to experience what the thing about Red is all about. And yeah, we include some new interesting enemies. And we also include this like a hallucination that will happen from time to time. When you play as Cold, you will eventually start to get these hallucinations that you can completely avoid if you take Red, You don't have to be there. But they're kind of interesting, You can choose not to take Red, and it will take you in a special place which is like entirely made of flesh, and it's kind of like this. It's kind of like Calde's mind, but it's mixed with the world he's currently in. The thing about it, if you don't decide to take a Red, it will just be the game will slightly expand, in some parts, and you have to fight your way to progress the game, but you can all avoid it. I believe we have to still think it out, like what are the props it will give you if you decide not to take Red in the before the hallucination happens, But I think the one thing about it is mostly it will reveal more of the story, which is, how I said, it will be mixed with like Calde's mind. It will include like enemies that are based on Calde's memories and past experience, And I believe each hallucination will end with like a fight. You will beat some enemy, and the hallucination will end. But each time, the more and more it happens, you know, not only that from the beginning, it doesn't happen that much often, but it will happen more and more often, and it will force you to take it if you want to get rid of it, you know. But there is a thing about it, you know, if you don't decide to take red as joy in any fan games, there is probably going to get the better ending, you know. We include mostly 2 bad endings for the full game, of course. Which first of them will be, you know, you took too much red. It's I won't spoil it. Don't worry. But it's the usual stuff, you know. Many people who are already experienced with Lisa and mostly the fan games will know what's going to happen naturally when you take joy or anything similar based to it. But
Brad is bad.
Yep. Wait. Just to mention, this is a prequel. In this game, this happens way before Brad even began his story, you know? This is before even a body was a thing, you know? This is kind of like we kind of want to show the world how it was before only the weakest people on the world remained, like the perverts and so on, you know? And because of this, we have the capabilities to actually, you know, include one of the strongest enemies and party members in a game, go ridiculously over the point, like, you know, the world is fresh, there is many new people, and there are all these badass characters that actually fight, you know, in this big war to stay alive, and by the end they will just everyone kill themselves on their own, you know. But that's pretty much it, you know. It just tells like this story before, like how the chaos began, like, you know, like what people actually did. Because in the original game, there is not much explained, like how it all went downhill, you know, like how the community of people decided to, you know, to behave and so on. But so we kind of try to reimagine the experience and put it in a game, right, Grapes? Okay, so that's pretty much it. Yeah. But yeah, also there's the one big feature we are working on, and it's that the party members in a game can be used as like a key items, you know. There will be a specific passage you need to cross, you know, and some of the party members will unlock those passages by, you know, joining your party. You don't exactly have to have them equipped, you know, in your party, like you don't have to have them in your current party, your battle party, but you know, if you just unlock them, if you just get them in your whole party, then you know, then you unlock the capabilities of crossing some new passages. And that's pretty much the thing about it. You see me? Don't forget, of course, don't worry. There's the thing we include. Since the party members can be used as key items, they cannot die in the overworld. But there's a thing that we include to fix that thing, right? And it's just this very little simple thing. You know, guys, how in Pointless there are all these nasty permanent debuffs, right?
Yeah.
And pretty much there was like, for example, the brain damage, broken bones, and so on. We will include these in our game, but the purpose is that these.
Hey, why don't you steal the status effects from Grapeful?
No, we try to make our. Yeah, I know, but we try to make our own. There's like a debuff, like a blood loss, which, you know, lowers your max HP and makes you slightly slower. And then there will be the basic that were already in Pointless, which are the broken bones, brain damage, and last of all, what was it? There was one more. The heart attack, you know. But the thing is about it that there will be also one more. What is it? Yeah, there will be the hallucination, which is called the. What was it called again? I forgot. It's like an hallucination, you know, which can affect some some of our party members can, increase their, decrease their stats. And the thing about it, you cannot remove these stats by just, going to sleep and so on, But what you have to do is that you have to do things like, for example, I don't know, buy your way through. So here comes the second part. Some of the party members, you thought to yourself, should I spend my money, aka max, on these party members to heal them and remove these debuffs that they own? Or should I, replace them with someone else? So, only the real purpose by the end, the party members will be still useful in the game, but their only helpful purpose will be that they only serve as a K items, But, if you can always bring them back, level up their way through and heal them up, remove their debuffs. I want to include this like in like a guidebook, like what you need to remove these, and there will be like this description of a skeleton body, like this is the thing that you need to remove this disease or threat, that happened to your party member, and you need this for that, It's an interesting way, like showing the statuses, but making it more visual, like an actual like a guide, to the things. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the thing about this game. Will have permanent debuffs that can be only removed by buying your way through. But if you think the party menu you currently have is worthless and you don't want it, then I guess you can just get replaced, But these debuffs can only happen like in events and special battles, like with joy creatures and so on, And if there's anything else you want to talk about Graves, like if there is anything that I need to mention about the game, like something special,
Hold on.
When you activate pain mode by mistake after watching the 10-minute long cutscene.
Yeah, you were thinking about actually if we would add like a pain mode, but then I thought to myself, the game will be already on its own hard. I mean, there are a lot of things you need to care of, so many debuffs, so many nasty things. So the thing is that we don't want to make this game like a physical pain experience, but more like mind physical, Oh, okay, be right back now. The thing about it is that we want to make it like a mind experience more than actually like a painful experience because when you played the Lisa the Painful RPG, it mostly said about seeing the pain in visual form and physical form, But this game will be pretty much like a psychical experience mostly. Mostly it will just be relief on stress to the player, and it can make them, aware of the situation sometimes, and you can actually, finish the game, if the player is strong enough to handle the things that happen to their party. Because if they die, they just can easily move it up. They just kind of forget about it. But when you can see your party members weak and how much they suffer, but they don't die, it's more painful, right? It's much more. It's like more actually bad to see, because then you can see this ally saying like, you did this to me, it's all your fault, and it can make the player feel bad about themselves maybe, but also it can make things like the usual stuff. It's still mostly heavily based on painful, but we want to include new characters, new areas, and mostly new everything, right? and only like small relations with like other people, like like Yado and Buzzle maybe. We want to put like few cutscenes where you see that, for example, Calde's dad like goes by the name Mr. Mikeson. He works actually in the game. He's a worker that works at the Joy Labs with Dr. Yado. He's his co-worker and he works with him. But since he's kind of way too much interested on the progress of working on the Joy, he from time to time steals some samples. Hi.
Hi.
There's a thing that in the game there's a cutscene where the Dr. Mikeson, or no, what should I say? The Calder's dad steals just few samples and just do things that. Oh, there's a fucking motorbike outside suddenly. There's just this little thing about the game, like that is just like a small relationship with the original party members. Not the party members, like the characters from the original game. But there's like a reference, like the thing is about Calde's dad is one of the main characters that actually know thing about the Flash that's supposed to happen, because everyone knows it's Miss Dr. Yado's invention. He started it and he created the world that is like that, in Lisa. And so what he did, he tried to find a way to before that big thing happened. He tried to, just make money so he could prepare for the Flash, like for surviving, after the chaos of the war begins. So he gathered all this knowledge, stole a sample from Joy Labs, and recreated his own version of Joy, which naturally should serve purpose as like an adrenaline, just a natural adrenaline, but he didn't know the original Joy had some side effects, but he didn't really care about, because he knew that the Flash would happen soon and nobody would have a single care about him by that time happened. So what he did, he created this thing he called Red, which has a code name, but I'm not going to spoil it because it could kinda reference something. I don't want to spoil that thing, that Graves nudge, And the thing about the cult's dad just naturally sold many samples to the army camp, which happened so Calde being there as well, and accidentally getting the virus from it, like the disease, I would call it. But the thing is about it that Calde is on the quest to find an antidote for it once he gets free, and when he discovers that his dad made a horrible mistake selling the drug, but he had no choice. He wanted to protect himself and his son. He was kind of selfish by the end, but it will also make you think like, maybe he want to do it for a greater good, maybe sacrifice his own son for saving more people, and also in any chances his son too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So the story in the game doesn't rely on finding the last girl in the world. It's pretty much on finding the cure that his dad told him about. Well, yeah, there's a scene after the Flash happens. Calde escapes the army camp, finds a note in his home, maybe to find any clue where his dad went, And he finds a note that he tells in Olaf he create a secret base on the ground on a lone island, where he keeps an antidote he made recently for Cult, or for anyone else who needs to be saved from that kind of disease, you know. And the quest is naturally like, you know, you're trying to get the cure before you morph into an ugly abomination, which relates to Calde's personality kinda, because Calde on its own, he's a humble brat and he doesn't know how to survive, so his chances on its own are kinda low to survive in this wilderness. And he's also young, he's like 19 years old actually, you know, in the game, you know, not in the flashbacks, you know, and so on. He's much younger there. He enters a camp when he was 18 years old. He was there for a year. Then the flash happens, you know, and then he gets a car and goes to Olaf, you know. That's pretty much the story in a nutshell. This also includes like many of ugly experiments, abomination that Mr. Mikeson worked on as well. So he's kind of like this second Yado, I would call him. Not really, but you know, he does the similar stuff. And that's pretty much the story in a nutshell. There will be a lot of party members. How exactly will there be? 26 or less? I don't know. But in the demo there will be like 8. There will be 3 main characters you can explore, and there will be a lot of side quests and interesting things about the game. Also original artwork and sprites as well, you know. Maybe a digital cutscenes, who knows. It's based on how the development goes. It maybe goes slowly, but it's decent, you know. We are paying more attention to details and fixing things, you know. So by the final cut, the game will have its own quality at the hopefully most best, you know. Yep.
Will Cald have any war flashbacks?
Yeah, kinda. He has a small, let's say, like well, in the army camp, he didn't really went to war. He was just at the training process, you know. It was like it was a forced thing, you know, for in case self-defense or anything, you know. But he was there forced by, you know, by the rules, you know. You need to, when you reached 18 years, you go to army. And the thing is, how he ended up there was he didn't actually became a great army man, you know. He was actually end up as an army cook, and that's the only best thing he could do. Hey, all days he served soup. Mostly of the time he cooked and so on, but he also did the natural training and so on. And when the flash happened, he got this opportunity to escape this camp, because it's naturally illegal, you know. It's criminal to escape the army camps in these things. But if something happens, like, you know, like something like sirens suddenly starts honking, and, you know, it's like we are getting attacked, bombarded, you know, there is actually a perfect timing for evacuation, you know, and so on. And yeah, there will be also include like a character called the General, which is the general of the camp. I don't have a name for him yet, but we just call him General for now on. And the thing about it is, he's like in a game, later on, will be like a side character, like a mini boss, I would call him. It's a side boss that you can fight and, you know, just, you know, meet him for the last time, like, you know, just show up and finally get rid of him. The thing is also, there will be only few people from the army, like let's say like 4-3 soldiers that left from the army. That's because most of them took red and they fucking morphed, and what they did, the soldiers had to, you know, slowly kill each other to stay alive. They didn't know if, you know, if it's contained or it's safe, you know, like, you know, if only few are cured or only few are not. And, you know, like, there is many reasons, like, you know, for General to actually by the end fight Cald. Like, you know, there's the reason number 1. First of all, his dad made the red, and he wants he wants a revenge for it, like for killing his own man and ruining everything, and he thinks it's all his fault that even the Flash happens, he doesn't know it yet, but he expects it like that. The second thing is because Calder escaped the army camp, he should stay there, but he couldn't handle it. He was fucking humble and he didn't want to live like that with getting orders and do what the army general wanted. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's many relationships having there, with many characters there. So, any more questions about Kalefu?
Nope.
No, it's pretty much the story. It's the same premise, You're trying to get from point A to B, but there are many puzzles. In the first area, which will be the bridge, as we call it, there is this huge open bridge. I create a sprite. Can you, DevGrades, by the way, show some screenshots how the bridge looks like? If they can get a small taste what's upcoming. Just a spoon. Just a spoon taste of what's upcoming. If you can find it, please, that will be kind of you. Thank you. I know you made a screenshot eventually, or you can make one new if you want to.
I am doing that.
Yeah, thank you. But the thing about the bridge is that yeah, there we go. Well, that's a small recreation of the bridge, but yeah, if you take a look at in the voice chat, this is kind of how the bridge looks. It's very nice, It has the base color of the metal construction. Give me a second. I will show it to the on the screen. There we go. This is kind of how the bridge looks. It's just the middle part of the bridge, but there are cut off pieces of it. There are like collations and destroyed parts that makes it. There's a railing, of course. There is the road and so on. And I made all the parts of the bridge. Give me a second. I can maybe find the whole actual sprites to it. Give me a second. It's just somewhere in there. It goes by the name Bridge. Give me a second. Come on, where is it? There is no any like these. Okay, give me a second. They're supposed to be somewhere there. I know that. Give me a second, guys. I know it's there. For some reason I cannot find them. That's weird. I believe I made them, but I cannot find them. That's shame. That's very sad. But but I made the entire sprite work for the whole goddamn bridge. It's all amazing, Okay. So yeah, pretty much the first area is just going to be a bridge where you have to cross to the other side. Your cars get broken and so on, and you have to move on your own. But that's just where the game starts and informs you about that you need a help to get on the other side. And there will be also a guide who will talk in riddles and so on. We made a dialogue for him, and he is a very interesting character, But he's just... Oh yeah, you sent me another screenshot. Could you maybe send me a screenshot at the edge of the bridge, If there is any. Oh yeah, thank you, like that. The bridge is pretty much cut off, but I see you still forgot to... Yeah, okay, I know. Give me a second, just... It is kind of how the bridge looks at the end. It's just like cut off like this, but below it there should be like in the lower parts there should be like these how they're called, supports, and at the top as well. maybe you forgot to put them in, Grace, but you know, you sent me some screenshots. I saw it, like you made the whole bridge. Because I mean, man, that whole construction cannot hold that. You know, that would be impossible naturally. So you need to put those things down if you haven't forget. But anyway, that's pretty much it about Colorful. You know, it will be a good experience. It will be a good fun game that the whole family can enjoy. So, is there anything you want to guys talk about anymore?
No, actually, I think we're
pretty much done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay.
Dingo, wanna play something as well?
Yeah, sure. 7 days to die, probably.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, before I leave, there's one thing more I want to say about the game. Just one more thing, okay? The thing is that I honestly enjoy working on this project with Grapes. And the thing is, the reason why I'm actually, you know, even working with you is because I want to help him, man. I mean, his idea was maybe at the start very silly, but by the end, if you thought the story very well, you know, recreate everything and made actually a solid game, I'm sure Graves, it will help you on the development. And for the love of God, please stop changing your profile. But I know I cannot stop you. Because, yeah, that's...
Boneless bones.
Because that's you, that's all you, Graves. But, man, I love you, I love your work, and just keep on holding there. I will always support you, and I will help you do the sprite work, as always. And don't forget...
I'm so used to picking up everything in games. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, lol.
That's fine. But thing is that, you know, I will soon make the poster for the teaser, you know. I will soon make it, I will finish it. I will finish it soon, as the word we like to hear every now and then.
Soon.
Yes. That Grace likes to really use it a lot, you know. When you ask him something like, will we make some new footage? Soon. Will you do this and that? Soon. Will you get up and do some work? Soon. Just always soon. And from now and then I like to, you know, just use it against his advantage, because I know it's our word, you know. But anyway, thank you everyone. I want to thank you all. Thank you Bellboy, Graves, and Shitford. Sorry for saying that name. And also I want to thank T-Rex for being here for a while and, you know, talking with us, because that dude is a great artist and he needs some support, man. Please, if you would be so kind, go to, you know, chat with that dude, ask him some things. He's really nice and he naturally enjoys my streams, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate any support that he gives me, you know. So again, thank you all, and yeah, see ya. Yeah, goodbye, and thank you for joining the podcast. Goodbye.